the teams in it. Your Max is in the house, and you doing okay?
Yes, sir.
I didn't recognize you. Look like you're 20 years old. You got the hood on now. Remember last year we told you looked like, remember it was P.J. Harrison.
Yes, sir.
And that could be a good thing this year. Those things seem to be going better for him.
Yes, sir.
Starting lineup in the Hornets and the NBA. And number 3, I saw it. I don't know if you saw those pictures at WRALSportsFan.com last week. Did you go by their website at all? I put them on our website. Clicking through, trying to find stuff on last week's game. Had some very good photos. Number 13 in that game last week.
Yeah.
And that is definitely you.
Yes, sir.
What's it like? I mean, you guys are going for the big, whole big trophy again this year.
Yes, sir. It's obviously a little different. Like I'm sure CJ probably said this before, but we've lost more games this year as seniors than we've had our whole high school career. We're not used to that. But we got to fight through adversity sometimes. I think as a senior class, we can really do that. And the team this week that we're playing is good. They're just like Cornthorpe that we played last week, and if we execute the way we can, then we're going to like the result.
I think Asheboro's a team coming to your game. They're thinking we can beat this Northern Guilford team. They're thinking they can beat you guys, but I'm not taking that away from them at all. But sometimes you see, I'm not certain if they are certain they can beat you. They think they can beat you guys, but I'm not sure they're certain they can beat you because, the Northern Guilford name carries a lot of weight winning these. I think Coach Roscoe said it sometime, and he wants it to be that way. When you're playing Northern Guilford, you got to have a bit of an edge going in. You walk in that stadium, they know who Northern Guilford is. You got to have that edge. You got to use it to your advantage.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we want people when they walk in, they see that Johnny Roscoe Stadium in the gray, and they see the 4 years, and they're like, okay, yeah, we're about to play Northern.
And you think what you guys are doing too, playing the Asheboro team. I mean, when you guys hit the playoffs, this stage of the year, I was asking the guys with us earlier, White Smith, our good reporter White Smith, and I'll ask you the same thing. Just a quick question. We had 10 teams going to the playoffs. You guys among those 10. We got 7 left this week. Who are the 3 teams that are no longer there? Who are the teams that got knocked out last week?
I think we lost last week.
7 left. We got Dudley left, Southwest left. We got Northern left. We got who else we got left? We got Southern. We got Page. We got Northwest, and we got Andrews. We got 7 teams left. Those are left. Who are the 3 teams that lost? That's the big question.
That is a good question.
See, people, that shows you how quick people kind of forget when it's over.
Yeah, that is true.
It's gone. It's kind of an interesting fact.
Yeah. I can't really think of it. I'm sure if you told me, I would just, okay.
Well, one of the teams is from your conference, Eastern Guilford. Eastern got knocked out.
Yeah.
Then you got Southeast got knocked out. Then you got High Point Central. I think it was about a touchdown game. They got knocked. But the teams, the point we're making is when the teams lose, it's almost like, well, they're gone. They're forgotten. Yeah. You don't want to become forgotten. And this is the time of year. This is like a different point of the year for you guys. Yeah. And I'm sure Coach Roscoe and the coaches emphasize this too. This is a brand new season. What happened with that 7-4? That's almost out to do. You guys are 1-0. 1-0 in the playoffs, trying to be 5-0 win the whole thing.
Yes, sir.
And that's what people look at. I mean, after you've lost some games, get the play, doesn't matter anymore. Brand new slate. What do you think you guys got to do when you go down there to beat Asheboro? What do you got to beat this blue common team?
Well, last week when we played Corinth, we really set the tone on defense. And to beat Asheboro this week, we have to do the same thing. And if we can make Asheboro we want to make somebody other than Wayne Roberson and Emmanuel Jones beat us. That's the big key because they're 2 very versatile receivers.
Give me those guys' names again.
Emmanuel Jones and Wayne Roberson.
Wayne Roberson. Okay. Yep. Those are the 2 top men for Asheboro.
Those are 2 big time playmakers for Asheboro. They got speed. Very versatile, athletic. If we can limit them, because I don't think you can completely stop both of them because they're gonna get what they can get. But if we can limit them to short passes and nothing down the field, then we're gonna have a good chance to win the game.
Are you doing offense and defense both this year, or just offense? What's your lineup as far as playing?
I'm playing both ways.
I play both sides. Yeah. Defensive back on the defensive side,
yes, sir.
And receiver on the offensive side. Have your offensive numbers been what you have projected for yourself coming in this year?
I don't really pay attention that much to that, but I guess they've gone up a little bit, but it's nothing really.
Did you have to step your game up maybe a little bit when you lost Tucker Hort, lost Fort Bo, those guys went out? You had to step your game up some more then.
Yeah, there was a big effort. Coach really made that clear. When Tucker went down, people really came together and like, all right, look, we gotta, we have to show up for number 7, and we have to play for him too. Because when Tucker got hurt, we knew, okay, there could be a chance he could play in the playoffs. So everybody's mindset was, okay, this game is for Tucker because we're going to get Tucker back on the field.
Number 7, get back on the field. Is that still a possibility?
That is a possibility.
Wow, I bet that kid is just sitting there digging, saying, you guys got to keep winning. He wouldn't care if it's just one more game. Just give him one more chance.
Just give him one more chance.
Tell me about this other receiver. I'm sure, I just got a feeling, I almost feel certain that either him or his dad will, he may not watch it, but I think his dad will watch this. Tell me about this receiver, Tristan Simmons. What kind of receiver is he?
Tristan's like one of my best friends, man. And he, whenever Tristan goes up to get the ball, you know, you can see it like in the Eastern Alamance game. He had a big catch against Eastern Guilford. I think defensive backs kind of underrate him because they kind of look at him. He's not the biggest kid.
He's very lean.
But when he really attacks the football, he's one of the best receivers in the state.
It's a talk with him. You get this kid's he's smart like yourself, and he's confident too, which you have to be to play that game.
Yeah.
Have you been selected to be on his dodgeball team yet? Are you on the dodgeball team?
Yes, sir.
I heard that's going to be pretty tough too when the dodgeball hits, and that's going to hit actually still during the football season, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Is that next? That can't be next because you got a holiday for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I think it's sometime in December. It might be. I think it's like a week after.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That should be a lot of fun too. Yeah. A lot of danger fun. What are you doing as far as the future goes? You making any college plans these days?
You know, I'm just getting a few looks from some schools in the area, like Davidson and NC State are the two big ones. But nothing really set in stone yet.
Would you go toward receiver or defensive back in college?
I'm thinking more defensive back. Yeah.
More in your neighborhood there. Then.
Yes, sir, yeah.
Who else is with you in that defensive backfield? We talked about receiver mates. Who's in the defensive backfield with you this year?
Well, this year, the corner that played opposite me was Kamari Bonds, number 5.
He's been around before. Remember him,
but he hurt his hip. So I'm trying to get him back on the field by keeping.
He's injured along the other injured guys.
Yes,
He's got the longest injury list in the history of Northern Guilford High School.
It's a big time. And then, so when he went down, another corner that we had is John Sessoms, and he played a little bit of corner. And we also have Jordan Lane in the back playing safety for Tucker.
Wow, those are the guys. Yep. Those are fairly new names, too. You have to be the man back there then, the leader.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's a pretty good adjustment there for you. The Lane kid, he's not any relation to the principal, is he?
No, he's not.
Because if he was, I'd say, hey, that's a pretty good connection there. What's been the biggest game you've been in yourself this year? The biggest game you've been through the entire season? What was your best or biggest game? Have one game that really stood out for you?
I think the biggest game was probably Northwest at home. When this guy over here just wanted to take over the fourth quarter.
Second half was something because Northwest, they've come close, but they've never beaten you guys.
Yeah.
In the first half, they felt like this might, and they feel that way a lot of years. This might be their year, but you guys took over the second half.
I remember talking to Thomas Hennigan after the game, a couple days after the game. He was like, "Man, you know, we thought we had y'all in the first half, but you know, y'all still straight." And that really shows. I really have a lot of respect for the guys at Northwest because they play hard. They play really hard. Coach Roth has got them going in the right direction, and they're going to be a team to reckon with next year. I really believe it, and they're going to be a team to reckon with this year. Because people,
they got a big win last week against Garner.
Oh
Get that 1-point win on the road at Garner, one of the better known teams in the state. Now they got to go against Fuquay Arena tomorrow. And they say with them, like you guys have seen it before too. Sometimes it's a blessing in disguise. Go to the east. Sometimes you might see some eastern teams not much about, and they may think because your record is 7-4, and they may be 9-2 or whatever, that they got a better chance to beat you guys. Totally different story though. You guys get the win. Yep. How far have you guys come since that Page game? How far have you come since then?
Come a long way. Come a long way. I think the Page game was kind of a wake-up call, especially for the younger guys that started. We've come a long way from the Page game, yeah.
And you look at the Eastern Alamance game, that's a game I was at, and you guys that was a great game in some ways, a loss, but you guys would never quit it. They have one of the best players in the state, John Lamont. That guy's a huge handful, but you guys would not quit against them.
Nope.
That was kind of a high water mark in some ways, too, kind of a statement you guys made that night that if you want to beat us, you got to find a way to put us away.
That's always going to be our mentality. You're gonna have to really throw us out.
If you're going to beat us, you got to kill us.
You've got to kill us.
And then almost someday you got to bury us too and finally put you away. What are some things you want to do yourself in that game tomorrow night? I mean, you're not as big on the numbers as some might be, but what are some things personally you want to do in that game tomorrow night? There's things you got to do to make sure you guys are playing in round 3.
A big thing for me that our defense especially has to do is we have to communicate on defense. We've got to communicate. That's something that our defense coordinator, Coach Roscoe, always talks about every single game, no matter if it's a playoff game or not. We got to communicate on defense. We got to know the play that they're going to run before they run it. And on offense, we have to get positive yards. Coach is always talking about we can't be behind, we can't be on our sideline, on our side of the line of scrimmage.
You know, I came up with an idea this week. Tell Coach, he may want to use this in the future in the speeches. If my legs are moving, the chains are moving, and the clock is moving. Keep the chains moving, keep the legs moving, keep the press to your advantage.
Yep, yes sir.
And over the years, what's been the high water mark game for you at Northern? I know you mentioned this year the Northwest Go. Over the years, is that the best game you've been around, or maybe over the times you've got these championships and been with this team? Has there been one other game that's maybe a high water mark?
I think a big memory I have was last year in the regional final game against Chapel Hill. On one play, I had a PBU on a receiver, but they threw a flag, and I think it was kind of an iffy call. And then the very next play, I came back and got an interception. I remember that.
They had a big, tall quarterback too.
Yeah,
outstanding
Connor.
team.
Yeah, Connor Stone, yeah.
Outstanding team. What about this game, a college game this week with the Tar Heels as they take on Virginia Tech, and that's Mook Reynolds' team. So gosh, he's going to be facing Marquise Williams and all those receivers, Ryan Switzer and Holland, all those guys. Big game for Virginia Tech. Who do you think comes out on top of that game?
I think Virginia Tech's going to come out inspired. I think Mook's going to come out hype as always. And, but I don't
no
think,
penalties, all right?
No penalties. He's cutting down on those. But I think in the end, Carolina's going to find a way to win in Blacksburg.
What about the Carolina Panthers? They got a huge game on Sunday against the Washington Redskins, of all people.
Yeah. I don't think they have a problem with the Redskins. The Redskins had a big win last week against the Saints.
They did.
But I still think the Panthers are going to take care of business at home. Camp's not going to let them lose at home.
Going to keep that unbeaten record going then.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
Crazy week. You're playing the Redskins on Sunday. Turn around and play the Dallas Cowboys on Thursday.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah.
Short week.
Do you go with the Panthers in that game as well? Just keep going them?
Yeah, I think so.
What gets your attention the quickest, these people in these areas? And before first, did you watch the political debate by chance last Saturday on CBS? But here's a couple of guys. Who gets your attention? Would it be Bernie Sanders, Barry Sanders, or Colonel Sanders among those three? We're asking about the same question tonight.
I guess my dad wanted me to say Bernie Sanders, but yeah, probably Bernie Sanders.
That's good. Your dad is going to be proud of you for that, man. That's going to be very proud. He's on the education side, political side, I'm
yes,
sure.
Sir.
How about also who gets your attention would be Ben Carson, Johnny Carson, or Kit Carson?
Well, Ben Carson is the candidate, yeah, and he's the scientist too, right? That did the surgery, yeah. So that's the first one I think of. Yeah.
Your dad's gonna like you again. If you could eat Thanksgiving dinner anywhere in the world with anybody, who would you have that Thanksgiving dinner with?
If I could eat Thanksgiving anywhere, I wouldn't really want to go anywhere, but I definitely want to eat it with my teammates.
Who are your teammates?
Yeah, I like to eat Thanksgiving with my
Especially
teammates.
this time. This is an easy answer. Is it fun to be practicing on Thanksgiving Day?
Oh, yes.
That's the whole deal.
Oh, yes.
You play your whole season for that, right?
Yep.
If you know you're playing in, you're still in the third round. No doubt about that. One or two things you're really thankful for this year?
I'm thankful for how hard my team fights. I'm thankful for my health. I'm thankful that we're still winning.
Yeah.
Those are some big things. I'm thankful to have the best teammates in the world and be able to play with CJ and Miles Timmons and Tristan and I'm thankful to still have Coach Roscoe as my coach.
Good man. And on this side of things, do you see yourself as the Undertaker or the Overtaker? Which one would you be?
Probably the Overtaker.
Gotcha. Of all the foods on your Thanksgiving table, what's the one food, the one selection they cannot take away? You got to have this for your Thanksgiving dinner.
Gotta have mac and cheese.
That's the deal.
You gotta have mac
not
and
the
cheese.
Traditional turkey, not the baked potato or the mashed potatoes and gravy, not the dressing, but you got to have the mac and cheese.
You have to have the mac and cheese.
You can try the mac and cheese here tonight for you.
Oh, I will.
Yeah. Always good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thank you. Max
Maynard with us, number 13, or the Nighthawks. Keep up the good work. Hope to see you next year somewhere too.
Yes, sir.
And PJ Harris needs a guy to stand in for him. This is the man right here. He looks just like PJ Harris. He can take PJ's place for the Charlotte Hornets.
Yes, sir.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
And tell Coach Roscoe thanks as well.
Yes, sir.